Hey guys, let's do a video on the Mac 7. Been a while. Google, I think I'm still standing with this being able to be labeled as a 3-wave move down. Now maybe a B-wave rally, after which we want one more leg to the downside. This could have been an A-wave, B-wave, and then a C-wave potentially. We want to look at this a point of control at 382 and these levels here for potential resistance, okay? Until we get above those levels, I'm not gonna put the wave 2 here because of the 5-wave move that we have here. Okay, in my opinion, it needs to be an A wave or a wave 1. Meta, yeah, continues to be a mess really. Still going with this as a potential 1-2 setup, but we are now at the last fib level because we lost the 618. We only have the 786 below us. Okay, and we have this local point of control which we are now also back below, so this will put pressure on this low, then on this 786. Okay, once we show weakness here, then already we can, I think, assume that we're gonna take this low, even though we haven't hit the 886 yet. This move down here, comparing to this move up, like this has been taking a long time. For a wave 2, that's not ideal. Okay, and then 1 2 3 4 5 1 could force a 5-wave move in here, ABC, and then another 1 2 3 4 5 here, maybe for another 1 2. Okay, so doesn't look the best. Should we move down, we have got the next point of control here of this range at 511. Okay, and then this Y wave wasn't finished here, but this would have been an A wave, B wave, C wave, or a WXY inside this Y wave. Apple, to me, like I've said previously, this is gonna move down. This is also, you can see it, very overlappy. We're moving higher on lower volume, so this will break down in my opinion, and we will try to visit this $272 level at least, and then what could be a 3-wave move or a 5-wave move, we'll have to wait and see, and then an A wave, B wave, C wave, or a WXY. So will take some more time in my opinion. Very clear as well that this was the move down here was like a dictating move down with high volume on the 4-hour chart as well, like very visible. Nvidia, yeah, the hopium double 1-2 scenario is still on the charts here. We did move higher here. We have an 886 though here from this low, so I don't like that as too much. Then I would have loved to get maybe a 4-5 here to maybe go for a diagonal. Didn't get that either, so yeah, I pulled fibs regardless from the low to the high. We have found support at the 618 for now, and let's see if we can hold that. And then as long as we do hold this, we will focus on higher. But if we lose this, price will go and take these lows, and then we'll have to look at this. Once again, hard invalidation is this wave, second wave 1 start, okay? A 1-2-1-2 setup, hitting the 86 lowers the probabilities. Confirmation of a break is taking the initial price of the start of wave 1. So it's like driving on ice here, okay, I guess. Yeah, Oracle putting a lot of pressure here on this low, and then we'll visit the 618 at 171. Okay, once again, not happy with this move up. Increase to me the probabilities that we're gonna move one more leg to the downside in wave C. What would be then an A, B, C, with the 1-to-1 sitting at $97. Okay, not saying it's gonna get here, but we need to respect the fact that this is not a good structure to the upside, and that this move down now here is also starting to look maybe like a 5-wave move, which will then be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get this rally and it shows weakness at a critical level like this point of control, that's weakness, okay? And if the next leg down then goes down with increasing volume, then we know that's a wave 3. So next up, 171, maybe bounce from it to do a 1-2 setup and then drop lower. We take it step by step, and yeah, we'll figure it out. Microsoft also one of the, yeah, that one's really. From the high here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can label this as a 5-wave move. In my opinion, if you want a correction like here in a 1-2 setup, this had to be like, this should have given a bit more structure, a 3-wave move. This is really looking too much like a 5-wave move. We do have bullish divergence here in the low now, so I do expect maybe a bounce because there is also a 5-wave move complete. Move up, maybe this point of control will act as resistance, and then we will break it to the downside. If this continues more directly to the downside, we have the 86 at 367. Hitting this also increases probabilities to take this low, so I'm going to remove this 5-wave move to the upside. I'm going to label this ABC and a W, ABC X, ABC Y, okay, for now. And then this will turn into a larger ABC or a larger WXY. Doesn't matter, but we have to make then a target box here taken from here to here to here if this confirms a breakdown. So not for now yet, but the idea is here also then the trend line for this potential inverse head and shoulders, although this right shoulder now is very short, very shallow. That's it. No, wait, I need to cover Amazon and Tesla as well. Amazon has been failing to push it to the upside, even though it looked to me like it's gonna attempt it. It did attempt it, but then it failed to get above this point of control of the previous all-time high range, and now putting pressure on this low. Next up would be the 618, which I really don't want to hit in this case because I'm still tracking this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave force should not hit the 618. Now, one thing that worries me because there is a lack of weakness is that this is a 3-wave move here. Maybe this is an ABC in a larger correction. Okay, don't know. Don't think so because it doesn't add up, really, in my opinion. I labeled this as a single. No, wait, I labeled 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, I label all of this as a wave 1. So wave 2 for this would be a bit shallow. If we zoom out, we have also reached this now. So this can be a high B wave in which the C wave extends, and yeah, in which this is gonna be your correction. ABC, ABC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the downside. And then this would be your target box. Okay, so we might be looking at $210. If this goes down and hits the 618, then I'm gonna lean towards this, in which then we have here a larger sideways correction for this wave 2. Don't think then we have to take this low. Nope. So in yellow we have then the alternative bearish scenario. Bullish scenario is that this was the low and that this is trying to form a 5-wave move to the upside, but we need to avoid the 618 for that. Then we have Tesla. You know what I say with this one always, it's like it's a difficult chart, okay? Because of how messy and overlappy it's been everywhere. To me, what's clear is that this is not a top here. In my opinion, can't be a top. We need to take this high before we can do any significant move to the downside. That doesn't mean that it can't move down here locally. I have a box here at around $300. If it wants to go down, it can go down there. But yeah, to me, I'm not gonna put more thinking into the chart because it's so messy. We have an 86 hit here locally as well. I did then add some target boxes here as a potential ABC, but this can easily extend into something like this, in which this is another ABC or a WXY with this target box and at around $300. And we have the upcoming trend line here, which might act as support as well. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.